Up next, the Bucks taking on the Grizzlies. For Milwaukee, they've battled through the first half of the season. 7th place in the East. Can they take it even higher? Grizzlies, Bucks, the NBA on 2K Sports. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Bobby Portis.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Harris is out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Jalen Wells is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the 5. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner with the screen. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence. And he's got great range, too.
And Edey has it in the corner. Here's Wells. No good from outside. Down low. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. Morant against Rollins. Caldwell Pope for 3. No good on that one. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
Here's Morant. It's a 5-point game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Turner. Edey gets the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Morant outside. Clark outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Jazz in Delta Center.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Morant finds Caldwell Pope. And it's Morant missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Really left alone that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Caldwell Pope against Harris. Just 3 to shoot, and it's in there.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Edey. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Morant outside. Rollins grabs the board.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Driving to the basket. That one drops for him. He's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Morant outside. Pass to Wells. And it's Clark in the corner. Edey finds Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 7 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Pass to Edey. Now here's Wells. Out left to the wing. A 3 from Morant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Bucks leading by 7. Harris outside. Rollins with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Giannis outside. And that one goes long. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. And that one's good by Clark.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Rollins. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Giannis. Five on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Morant. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. There's the drive. Stolen away. Morant outside. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Harris outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks. Kevin Porter comes in for Gary Harris. And so it's Milwaukee now. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now, Jerome. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Morant. Memphis moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. Misses from the corner. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Giannis dishes to Prince. And here is Turner. Stripped away. Great tee that time from Giannis.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Morant right side. High arcing shot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Here's Prince. Now here's Giannis. Guarded by Jerome. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Jerome, no good. Bucks leading by 7, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Zhang comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's A.J. Green in for Rollins. Now, here's Porter. Nothing on the board. Pass to Zhang. Lets it go from deep. Edey with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jerome. Trying to end the drought. Offensive rebound. Edey can't hit. Porter looking it over. Over Morant. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 7. Ty Jerome out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's G.G. Jackson. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Jerome with it. Still without a basket. Outside Jackson. Tipped away. Porter with the steal. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Aldama. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Pass to Jerome. The rebound by the Bucks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. 15-point game. quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Prince. Kyle Kuzma comes in for A.J. Green. And Harris subbed in for Trent. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harris setting the pick for Porter. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Morant against Porter. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Floats it up for Giannis. Bells with the steal. Aldama controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now, here's Kuzma. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots over Wells. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Caldwell Pope against Harris. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Harris. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt it.
Morant passes to Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Aldama's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Bucks leading by 12. And here is Antetokounmpo. 35 points for him last game against Indiana. Aldama with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Now here's Morant. He had 28 points in the win against the Utah Jazz. There's a screen by Aldama. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, the bandwidth of Caldwell Pope's range continues to expand. This guy thinks he's going to make it from anywhere.
Porter outside, sinks the triple. Porter's got his third basket of the night right there. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Clark. He's checked in for Memphis. The Bucks also with the sub. Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Morant. He's got 12. Clark kicks to Jackson. Wells in the corner. Back to Jackson. From the arc. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Porter passes to Giannis. Back to Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Morant. Caldwell Pope outside. Morant with the screen on Harris. Caldwell Pope pass to Clark. Morant outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Rollins checked in for the Bucks. Harris outside. 11 feet away. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
The first one falls.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the score by Memphis. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. And look at Memphis. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
And for the Grizzlies, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
Used to having a hand in his face, Caldwell Pope likes the challenge of making hard shots.
Outside Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Jackson. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
No good on the free throw.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Edey's checked in for G.G. Jackson. He hits the second from the line. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's got 17. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. No good from Clark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a...
There's Giannis taking flight.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant, the bounce pass. Pass to Wells. Here's the triple. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good on the shot. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. And nothing is falling for him right now.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
It's sent back by Edey. Morant against Rollins. Morant kicks to Clark. 1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Kyle Kuzma? Averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Yeah, we've seen this video before, guys. Kuzma can take over games with his scoring. I mean, he's smart, he's tough, and he's relentless in exploiting defenses.
Caldwell Pope with it, guarded by Harris. Caldwell Pope passes to Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
And 1:01 left here in the second. Caldwell Pope against Harris. Here's Antetokounmpo. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Clark. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's the Bucks on the break. Harris passes to Kuzma. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively, and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Some impressive names on here. Shaq, any interest in lacing up your sneaks and finally competing in one of these?
I don't want to embarrass these young guys with my hops, Kenny. You know this 2-inch vertical. I have to save it. It's their time to shine.
Yeah, nice out. Nice out.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Grizzlies.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on. Let me write that down. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so here's Memphis, trailing by 10 on the court for the Bucks. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Rollins is out there with Gary Harris, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Rollins to the paint. It's Clark with the rebound. Morant outside. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And it's Clark slamming it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin?
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Caldwell Pope finds Edey. And the shot goes down. Edey's got 8 points.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Turner with a screen on Morant.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the wing right side. Up top, Wells, guarded by Kuzma. To the middle, cuts off the pass. And they're moving it up. And Kuzma slams it in.
Love seeing this from Harris. I mean, proving how effective he can be as a passer.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. A 12-point game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Out to the wing. Fires the three. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 6th assist on the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Kuzma. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Kuzma's got 20.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 10.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the Bucks with possession here. At one point, they led by 16. On the wing, Giannis. Giannis showing creativity.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Morant after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Clark outside. The 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And they're in the top 10 in field goal percentage. They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
And their points per game, one of the first stats everyone looks at, has been solid this season. You know, Greg, they're not as dominant as some teams offensively, but they're still very dangerous. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Down by 12. At the top of the key, Clark. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And Wells, no good on that one. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
to the inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, here's Wells. He has 7. Clark dishes to Caldwell Pope. Drains the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And to Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Clark.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant with it. 19 points in the game. Up top, Edey. Caldwell Pope against Kuzma. Now, here's Morant for 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Harris. Back to Giannis. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's the fast break. And here we go. And it's Morant missing. Bucks leading by 9. Harris looking it over. Down low. Here's Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Portis is checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Bounce pass for Jerome. Drills it from outside. Wells has got 8 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now, here's Portis. Hasn't made one yet. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Turner coming right back with the answer. Knocking down a 3 of his own. Get it done, big fella.
Pass to Edey. Six to shoot. Edey a screen. Beyond the arc. Jerome. No good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Miles Turner. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 11. And here is Wells. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Jerome. The kick out to Porter. There's the 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Sneaking out to the corner, Porter Jr. He's somebody you cannot afford to lose track of.
The Grizzlies have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Inside. And the dunk by Edey.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Bucks leading by 12. Outside, Porter. Rollins with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Porter kicks to Kuzma. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Wells. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Grizzlies have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's A.J. Green in for Gary Harris. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Porter, here we go. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 12. One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Prince, the pass to Rollins. Bucks passing it around. Prince outside. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Memphis has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And that one is good from Jerome.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Bucks leading by 13. Porter passes to Rollins. Back to Porter. It's out the key, Prince. Porter's a screen on Clark. Just 4 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. Edey with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Rollins against Jerome. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Porter with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Yep, that one goes. Porter's got 15 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wells. Lets it go from deep. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. The ball 11 times.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Steps back. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Jerome. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. Santi Aldama is out there with G.G. Jackson. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. from outside the arc. That shot missing. Nice D from Porter. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Look, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. go off for 50 in a game. He's got some serious skills on the offensive end.
Bucks leading by 13. Porter's a screen on Morant. Here's Porter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Jerome. Jackson a screen on Green. Jerome passes to Jackson. Over Green. Jackson misses. And Prince has got the ball here for Milwaukee. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Porter. Count it. Porter's got 10 points here in the second half.
Right on the money, Porter Jr. wanting to make an impact and a statement from the mid-range.
Morant passes to Aldama. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Bucks leading by 16. Pass to Porter. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Porter's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
Fires for three. The shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jerome, good.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Giannis, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
And so it's Memphis with it. 17-point game. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Now, here's Porter. And Green with the basket on the assist by Porter. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Jerome passes to Aldama. Pass to Morant. Morant pulleys his way inside.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Prince outside. Now here's Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From downtown, Jerome with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Pass to Aldama. Turner with the steal. Outside, Green. And here is Turner. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Jerome with it, now guarded by Porter. Here's Morant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you got to also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Jerome following the basket by Giannis. Lets the three fly. Prince with the defensive effort.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, that's the endless energy of Ja Morant. There's no denying that man.
Milwaukee with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Down low, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Top of the key. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Prince. Harris comes in for A.J. Green. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And both free throws good for Edey. Here's Giannis. Pass to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Milwaukee leading by 17. Rollins the pass to Turner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
And the Bucks with possession here. It's an 18-point lead. Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Here is Harris. Pass to Antetokounmpo. With the shot. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The shot by Wells, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Giannis. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Morant outside. And they pick up 2. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Kuzma from past the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And, you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Rollins. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Harris passes to Rollins. Five to shoot. Harris a screen on Morant. Here's Harris. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
An aggressive offensive player. When Harris has a quality look inside, he takes advantage of it.
Grizzlies have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Morant passes to Clark. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Now Kuzma, covered by Wells.
My, oh my, did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a big-time statement.
No backup in his game right there. Boom.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Rollins against Clark. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 21. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. The quick look, no good that time. On the wing, Turner. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Antetokounmpo looking it over. 4 on the clock. Turner with a screen on Morant. Here's Rollins, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Clark, and here's Caldwell Pope. Memphis moving it around. Good on the triple. Morant's got 34 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant for 3. Connects from three-point range. Morant's got 37. Morant against Rollins. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.